All right, all right. Had to give us a second. What's good, y'all?
It's good.
What's good,
Hey, what's
man?
up?
All right, I'm gonna keep this one short, and I'm going off the top of the dome. So this really just things that I seen. You know what I'm saying? Really just things that I ain't even put no thought into. At the top of the dome. First thing, right?
Yeah.
First thing, right? I seen Chris Rock has the Netflix special. I think it's called Outrage. I personally feel like the undertone of his special is selected anger. You know what I mean? We pick and choose who we display our attitude with, right? I
Mm-hmm.
want to take that a step further, right? I feel like black people select other black people, choose other black people to display their anger with, whether it be fight a bitch in the stove, in the Walmart, whether it be fighting a nigga in the club because he stepped on your shoes, whether it be shooting another nigga. I don't feel like black people carry that same energy when it's a white person. How y'all feel about that statement? Y'all agree? Y'all disagree? Thoughts,
I
opinion?
disagree.
Right.
I disagree because I feel like it really depends. Well, let me. I do feel like black people do pick and choose who they want to have their anger with. Like, I feel like some people do feel like, okay, well, I know I can't really. This person go harder than me, so I'm not gonna fuck with them. But when it comes to white people, I've seen some black people be really aggressive with them.
Mhm.
Like super fucking aggressive with the white people, and I know that they wouldn't be aggressive like that to somebody that was black. So that's my opinion on it. I think it
Anybody
just
else?
depends on who the person is. I don't think it really matters whether they white, black, purple, whatever fucking color. It don't matter. I
Hey,
think it just depends on who the person is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it might depend who the person is, but I also feel like on the grand scale, we take it out on our own first, more so. I feel like.
Mhm.
Uh,
Any elaboration on that? Or
just off like the whole like psychological bearing from the years of shit that they put us through type shit. You feel me? Like I feel like it's one of those type of things because it's like I feel like we always want to be better than the next person, regardless of who that is. So on the opposite side of that, if we got issue and like I don't know, I just feel like oh fuck you nigga, like we just take it out on the other nigga just because again over time that's just how we was kind of not necessarily built up to be, but like we just kind of was in that mindset, so to speak. Like they kind of put us in that mindset, so over time it kind of just always be in the back of our heads, even though we don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge it for real like that.
Mhm.
Sometimes it be giving boo.
I think I think the reason why the statement why I kind of feel the statement is 'cause I feel like when black men get into it with other black men, yeah, they think about the possibility of going to jail, but it ain't the same when like they out in public and you a white man do something. It's like, damn, if I do this, like you know how we is when we go to white areas, we be like, damn, if we do this out here, this was gonna happen to me. If we do this out here, they're gonna treat me like this if I go like. And I feel like because of that, I kind of agree with the statement. Like you know what I'm saying, black people more so had that aggressive negative energy with other black people quicker than white people. You know what I mean?
So they like think about it first. Like it's more of a thought put into it before they actually
Yeah,
react.
yeah. Because we think about me personally. I think like we think about the punishment
The
of
consequence of what we
all right,
do,
yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble if I do this to this nigga. But if I do
yeah,
this to this white dude,
white person
oh, they gonna
is gonna
bury me.
be. Nah, I feel what you're
Yeah, like
saying.
it's gonna be to
Yeah,
the
I feel what you're saying.
extreme.
The consequence is
You know
so
what I'm
much
saying? Like
For
higher.
if
sure.
you,
Yeah,
yeah, like if you, I think for some girls, right? Like if you more willing to fight a black girl in this Walmart, like in your neighborhood or locally where you from. If you go out of town and this white girl get into it with you, you might second guess like, oh shit, I'm in VA, and if I smack this white bitch, they going like that might be your thought process. And I feel like more black people do that in those situations, and that's what makes me personally not knocking your opinions, but that's what make me personally agree with the statement. I think that's how we operate. I don't think we put that much as much thought into it when it's each other.
I agree.
Nah, I feel that. 'Cause like you said, like at the end of the day, it's like no other race in society give a fuck about us already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they not really gonna care that much if it's us on us. You feel me? Like, so it's like, yeah, it's like fuck, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up. But then, like you said, white person like, all right, now if I
Yeah,
do this, they're gonna be like, oh, he just, you know what I'm saying? It's
Like,
different. So yeah, I feel like that do definitely play a part in
yeah,
shit.
I agree.
I also kind of think it depends on the situation too. Like, what the fuck did the white person do? Because sometimes you could just not even think and just react, no matter who the fuck it is, depending on what they did to you.
when a white person say
My thing
nigga,
is touch. If you
we
touch
gotta
me in
just
any type of
react.
way, it
So we
don't
gotta
matter.
stop
It could
doing that.
be physically,
That's to trick
spit,
you out your.
anything. I'm
That's
gonna
to
swing
trick
on
you out
your
your
ass. I
position.
don't give a fuck what color you are.
I feel you,
If
Judy.
you
Same thing
touch
too.
me, that's a whole different story for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
If it could be any type of way, it could be spit, it could be anything. I'm going to whoop your ass. Like it don't matter what the color is. Like my mind is not thinking like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go to jail. My mind is thinking I'm about to fuck you up because why would you do that? Like I didn't. It's one thing to be talking, but it's another thing to like physically touch me. That's for me
Mm-hmm.
personally. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Still kind of in the sense of like selective choosing, right? What y'all think about the LSU girl, the LSU? Yeah, LSU. Y'all
The
think
little
about the
bastard.
basketball? Yeah, the basketball
About her
player
doing a little thing.
doing
Look,
talking and
shit, look. We all
the
know
white
why
girl
this
just
is a
did it.
thing
The
right
white girl
now.
did it. They ain't say nothing.
We all know why it's a thing, man. Like,
I mean, I feel like I don't think that they should have said the shit that they said about her. Like I think somebody called her an idiot or some shit like that.
Yeah,
They
they
call her
called it.
classless.
I just think that because she's
that
black,
shit.
it's seen as being more aggressive than what the white girl did.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is, and I don't think it's wrong. She had every right. You think if I won and bitch, you did that shit earlier in the thing, and now I'm like, yeah, bitch, that what? Like hell yeah, I'm doing that. I'm definitely doing
And I also
that.
feel like it's more so that she's a black woman, not just black.
Right.
Because I feel
Hmm.
like niggas, like white niggas, black niggas that ball, they do this shit all the time and don't nothing that like this ever happen. I feel like the fact that she a woman is really like a black woman to that is really why they like trying to boost this story or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
like that's just part
They
of
low key been bullying
that's
her
part
all
of
year.
sports, bro. Like part of sports is talking shit, bro. Like this is what it is. That's the nature of the shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, I feel like this whole situation is ridiculous for real. But again, like, cause she a black woman, you know how they be. Like,
They mad.
yeah,
They
that's all it
mad.
is.
Like Steve
And
said,
the
if she
fact that
was
her
a guy,
team
it
won
wouldn't even be
too,
no
like,
conversation about it. If she was
mm,
a dude doing that, it would be like, oh, okay, that's normal. But because she a girl,
Right.
it's like they still want her to be ladylike and shit like that. Like, no, I'm playing basketball. What the fuck?
And
Mm-hmm.
they mad they won, so they big mad.
Right.
they won two on top of
I
that,
better
so
get
you know how
over
they
it.
be.
I have.
Right.
Nah,
All
for
right.
real
All
though.
right.
Facts.
Moving along. Okay, so we got one parent. I don't know if I can say this. I'm gonna just leave it up for interpretation. One soon to be parent. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Guess around, you know what I'm saying? You guess which one of the three of us is gonna be soon to be a parent, you know what I'm saying? And and the non-parent, you know what I mean? Um, this another statement, right? I uh I guess I gotta slow walk this. First question. Do you feel like putting a kid out is a parent giving up on a kid? Trina, can I get a yes or no, Judy, then Steve? Do you feel like putting a kid out is a giving up on a kid?
No.
Yeah.
I guess
No.
circumstantial for me.
Uh, I wouldn't say giving up on
I
them.
feel like
Okay,
I feel
circumstance.
like seeing as though that I've seen situations like that play out, I feel like for one particular person I'm talking about, it was a more of a respect thing. Like regardless of how grown you think that you are, you still need to respect your parents' house. I don't think it's giving up. I just think that you need to be respectful at the end of the day, especially if you in a house not paying no bills or no shit like that. Like, And if you bring in drama or harm to my household, yeah, you got to get the fuck out.
I say it's circumstantial for me. It's circumstantial.
Is there an age limit? Like where it's too young to throw your kid out?
I think it's an age where they're too young. Um,
I would think
anything.
so.
Yeah, I would say it's an age.
What is that
Um,
number?
honestly, anything under the age of 18, 21, still 18 is still kind of like, But when I think of young, I'm thinking like 15 is still young for me. 16 is still young for me. So the ages you in school, I feel like it's too young for me.
I was gonna say once
Yeah,
you out
but
of
it's
high
15 and
school,
16
All
year
then
olds
I
getting
feel
their
like out
parents'
of high
house
school
shot up and shit like
isn't too
that.
young.
That's not,
That's why I say
no.
it's circumstantial. The first question is a circumstantial answer for me. It's not just a yes or no. Because some people are being put out for little stupid shit like you might not just agree with. Okay, for example, you got like a gay boy and you as a father just don't agree with the lifestyle, so you kick him out. Or you might have somebody that, like you said, is in gang and now it's affecting the household where everybody's in harm's way. I think it just depends on the circumstance for me. Because you do have parents that kick out kids for like reasons that might just be like, oh, you're going against my authority, but it's not really severe. But they feel like, okay, it's my house, so you do as I say, but not really something where it's like severe to me, which could be like a teaching moment or some type of bonding moment or trying to understand. Like, I think it's just circumstantial for me. It's circumstantial for me.
I'm gonna say that I think if you have a kid and you don't have other kids where he could put them in danger, I think you stuck with that kid until at least 18. Me personally, I don't know if I would put my kid out just because
Huh?
they hit the age of 18. But me personally, I feel like you owe that to your child to deal with all that bullshit until at least 18.
Nah. No, my house again. I don't give a fuck if I got other kids or not. That shit, no. I don't owe him shit for that. You know better than that. Don't bring it to my house. If you want to do all of that and be grown, then you need to go figure out your own way. It don't matter if it's other. Some shit is just like, to me, unfucking forgivable.
Okay. Okay. Y'all agree with that? Y'all kid, get your house shot up. He gotta get out.
Hell yeah, they getting the fuck out. As far as I'm concerned, because come on now, like what is that?
I mean, I don't know. I might be
Man,
like,
my son
What
get
the
the
fuck
house
are you
shit
I
up.
even
might, I
doing
might,
to
I
that
might be
Man,
child?
like,
Then like, what are you
I
I
might be
doing?
like,
ain't
who's shooting? And let's get some
I didn't know
straps,
what
nigga.
I'm
Like,
doing there. I guess I got to ride with it first. I can't have him out there crying and shit. But my son get the house shot up. We ride on the niggas. Then he coming home to an ass whooping while he think everything's sweet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah,
No,
nah. I feel that. I
I'm
feel
not
that.
putting myself in danger because you want to act like you gangster or
Definitely
whatever,
go
whatever. Like
slide,
I'm not
but
doing that.
just know when we
Is
get
that
back
the
home,
only
we getting
scenario, Judy?
disciplined for sure.
Just, just your child has to
No,
put
just
you in
like
danger.
I said, it's a respect thing for me. Like if you just being disrespectful to the point where it's like, okay, yeah, you got to get the fuck out. Like it don't got to be as extreme as like shooting the house up and like that. But if I'm constantly just telling you, like, don't do this, don't do that, because this is you, we've already seen what the outcome could be if you do this, then don't do that shit. If you can't respect me enough as your parent to just be like, all right, I'm just not gonna do this around my mother house or around whoever house, then yeah, you gotta go. Oh shit.
I feel, I
Y'all
don't know. I'm gonna
nephew be
figure
over
out.
there with y'all. Cause I ain't fucking playing.
I think I'm gonna try to thug it out. Unless I got some other kids, that is like, damn, this thing get my other kids killed. Other than that, I think I'm trying to thug it out. I think when you put a kid out at least 18, right, at least, the military can come and offer this nigga everything he needs for survival: a roof over his head, a paycheck, a skill that even when he get out, he could probably benefit from. Anything under that, I'm kind of setting him up for his life to only go one way. I put my son out at 15, I put my daughter at 15. how are they gonna survive? They going
They
down the
gonna
rabbit
find
hole.
a way to.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
A
saying?
question:
Like
Are
to
you
my knowledge,
are you are
what?
you
Well, if
Okay,
asking
bro.
you
a
try,
question
if
referring to me, or you just came up with this question?
Nigga, I ain't asking nothing specific. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Oh, now
And
cause you
I'm the right going nigga. Come on, bro. You know what
I
I'm
had
saying?
to
Come
ask.
on, bro.
I
We
had
ain't.
to ask. I had to ask. That's it. That's all I was asking.
What's your
I
what's
think
your what's your
What's
take,
your
bro?
like with the whole
opinion?
18 thing, it's one thing if
Yeah,
you
what's your
like
opinion, Fluff?
trying to
You
do
got some kids,
something.
nigga.
Well, since I got my mother's house shot up and she put me out over it, I mean, like I said, it depends on what you into or what you did. Like, cause you don't hustle near the house, don't mean it's not gonna come back to the
That's what
house.
I was thinking. You already a target.
Yeah, I mean, you feel me? Not even you a target. Like, where are you keeping the money? At the house, like, so I mean, or at least that's what the person, people are thinking. Like, you gotta think, everybody think you're the mother load of everything you harvest. So keep, if you hustling, is where you protecting it at. So of course you making your house a target if you hustling regardless. You feel me? But
But that's the thing,
to
it's
put
not your
somebody out at
house, it's your
18,
mother's house. So that's where the respect part come in at.
hold on. It is your house. It is your house. You live there, and if your father or your other parent has to pay child support, that money that goes to you goes to the house. So, in other words, you pay bills. So that is your house. Oh, I mean, I don't know
So
why
regardless
you
of
think
whether
it
it's
is
your
Why
your
house or
you
house.
the
not, and your
Fluff
mother is
be
in
on
there,
it,
you would
girl? My
rather put your mother in harm's way because you got a target on your back.
nigga.
Yeah, I mean, but the
Like how
same
you
thing
That
making
goes
that
makes
to the
point.
zero
parent.
sense.
No, hold on. The same thing goes to the parent, because the parent can put the kids in harm's way, and someone has to leave for the sake of the house. I don't think it's gonna be the children.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, if
you
my
feel me?
daddy
Like
get the
right
house
now,
out of I think he put his ass out.
if you live with your mother and your father, and your father get the house shot up, you not about to leave the house because your father got the house shot up. Your daddy got to go because he's the problem. So in other words, it really doesn't matter who is the problem. It don't matter who it is. Whoever the problem has to leave because you're the problem. That's the only way to solve the problem, is to eliminate it, right?
So you agree with Judy basically to kick them out?
Yeah, if they did something like get the house shot up, of course. You feel me? Like that's drastic. Now all that other shit you talking about, I'm not putting no kid out
I think
because
that's
they
what
not listening to me. That don't
Right.
make sense. Kids
no, I
don't
think that's
listen.
they said.
Most
Mm-hmm.
kids don't listen. You feel me? Most kids don't listen. So I wouldn't put nobody out for not listening to me.
Mm-hmm.
And put somebody out
Is
at
there age
18 is
is
not
there
really
an age
smart
limit you
because you're
feel
not
like a
developed at
kid
18.
should be
Okay.
Mm.
wait, say that again?
I said putting somebody out on their own at 18 isn't smart because you're not mentally developed. You're not even physically developed all the way at 18.
Hey, I agree with you. I'm just saying at least 18. I think like at least 18, but I agree. I don't know if I
Better
put
yet,
my
it's some
kid out there
19,
at 18.
20-year olds still in high school. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And they haven't stayed back or nothing. They're in high school because this the time they started school, and they have a late birthday and all that. So
But I know some niggas that stay
you gonna
what's
put
gonna pop.
somebody out that's still trying to get a high school diploma?
I know some niggas that stay back gotta be
like
19 for
like
the
that
like
did that
like
make
20
sense to you?
and everything.
How you gonna put somebody out that's trying to get a high school diploma? How they gonna survive?
If you're not being respectful, like I said, if you're doing shit like you grown, and I'm telling you constantly, like, don't do that, or you shouldn't do that, move this way, and you're not doing that, and you disturbing my peace as a fucking parent, yes, you're getting the fuck out. You're getting
I
out.
mean,
I don't
but
give a fuck if you still in high school, if you still doing this, you still doing that, you moving like an adult.
this
And I've given you ample amount of chances to be like, all right, look, just
That's what the
chill.
kid supposed to do.
Like I
Duty is
get
to
it,
disturb
been
your
there,
peace.
done that. I used to
but
think I was grown, like, but no, we're not doing that. Once you
but you
start
know, that's
disturbing
what
any
kids
peace
are
in my
for, right?
household, that's a problem.
That's what kids do. They disturb your peace. And disturbing peace is so opinionated. Like, I had a mom that got mad when the dishes ain't get done and my bed wasn't made. That
You talking
disturbed her
about little
peace.
shit? I'm talking about big shit.
No, it's not. I got put out for not doing the dishes one time. Nigga, everything is what's small to you isn't small to someone else. I'm saying you saying things that are opinionated things. You gotta think some people get put out the house just for looking, for rolling their eyes at their mother. Some people got put out the house for talking back. Somebody else got put out the house for skipping school. It's been a bunch of reasons, different reasons why people got put out the house.
That's why I said it's circumstantial for
For
me.
fucking smoking
Mm-hmm.
weed.
Smoking weed was the first reason why I ever got put out the house. Well,
Yeah,
selling
me
weed,
too.
but
That was the first weed.
weed is
That's the
weed.
reason I ever got put out the house for smoking weed.
I left the damn weed on the bar and shit because I was going to. I used to remember I used to go to church every Thursday night after school with my grandma. My grandma was right there after the bus was there. I had to hurry up and stash the weed. I left some of it on the bar. Came home from
You
church.
ever
My mother
accidentally
was
took some
mad
weed
shit.
to church? You ever accidentally went to church with the weed on you?
What you mean? I had to serve niggas at church, nigga. I definitely ain't no accidentally, nigga. I took that shit on purpose, nigga. That shit was wrapped up tight so my grandma couldn't smell it. What
I
you
had to
talking about?
serve niggas at church. Oh
Them
no.
niggas, that nigga had the Bible with the hole cut in it. Them niggas was opening the book.
No funny shit. My plug to this day, I met at my grandma's church. To this day, my plug to this day, I met at church. No fun,
He said, "This shit is a blessing, my nigga." And you need it
nigga.
all.
My brother is the head pastor at my church, and he shot me before. Nigga,
I'm not playing.
church is fucking a business, dog. I
Not
think
he
my
shot
family
me.
own churches. I know that church is a business, bro. I'm not. Ain't nobody stupid.
That's
I don't even
different
want to get into
conversation
this
for a
religious thing.
different night.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
that's
want to get
different.
into
That's
this
different
religious
conversation.
thing.
Yeah. But while I got y'all up here, y'all think Trump gonna beat this shit?
Is he? I don't even
I
think
don't
he ever
know.
will really
I
get
don't
y'all.
know.
You might
I
gotta
mean, like, I don't
rephrase
even
that
really think.
question. What do you mean by beating?
Do I
I'm
think y'all
assuming.
think he gonna beat this case?
Look. Check this out, right? See if anybody know the law, right? He
Hmm.
gonna beat the case by not beating the case. Cause you gotta remember, he the president for real, for real. So all he gotta do is plead guilty and step down, just like Richard Nixon did, and they not gonna
But
do
he's
nothing. They
not
just
the
gonna they just
president.
gonna
He's not
back.
the president anymore.
He's a former president. He's not the actual president
But
right now.
that happened. But that happened when he was president. Oh, and he's trying to run for president next year. Trust me, all that man gotta do is whole time. I know a girl that got away with murder that way. Jason, you lived across the street from her. She pleaded guilty, and they let her go. Cause yeah, what's up? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I lying? What's up? Yeah, she pleaded guilty, and
Yeah.
they let her go for yeah. Man, look, I'm trying to tell you, he not gonna beat the case, but he gonna get away with it. Watch this. I'm trying to tell you, he not going to jail for more than 60 days.
I don't think he's
I
gonna
don't
go
think
to
they're
jail
going
at
to jail. I
fucking
think he's gonna walk away
all
from this
at
shit.
this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna walk away from this shit.
No,
I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying,
not
he's not
going to
going to jail
jail
for more
is
than 60
beating.
days.
Like he's not about to get no charge. He's not about to. I thought that's beating. He gonna walk away from this.
He is gonna
I
get a
don't think
charge though.
so either.
He gonna get a probation. They gonna give him probation or something. Watch, but he's not gonna go to jail. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I'm,
I don't
I
know.
don't
So if he
say he's
okay,
not
if
gonna
he
get a
do
charge.
get probation or if he get whatever, can he even still run for president?
That's the whole
That's what I'm
point.
trying
He's
to say.
gonna get. Listen,
Everything
he
when
don't
I say
need to
he's not
run for
getting a charge,
president.
he's not gonna get no federal charge because it's a federal crime what he did. He's not gonna get a federal charge, so therefore he'll still be able to run.
Nah, nah. If you have any crime, you can't run for president. If you have anything on your record, you cannot run for president. But he's still gonna be good. He makes more money not being the president. I don't even know why he wanted to be the president.
You wanna make changes.
He's damn near he was damn near a billionaire. Why, the only reason I think he wanted to be president because he was gonna
I
set
really
shit
wanted
up
to be
so
president.
yeah, so he can set shit up for him to make more money down the line.
I mean, that's a good reason to be president, though, right? He ran the country like a business.
He ran like a
He
business. Because
did.
remember when he was the president, nigga, unemployment was out, PPP loans was out. Everybody who had a business mind was able to come up.
Hell yeah, and motherfucking warehouses was hiring like shit.
Yeah, everybody with a business mind was able to come up. And he was making sure Mexicans couldn't just get all the jobs. No funny. Like y'all can I ain't
No,
gonna
I,
fake.
I ain't,
I made more money with Trump being in office than any other president.
I ain't no racist, but I'm low key a racist, like a bigot. So I ain't gonna talk about Mexicans like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I got any Mexican fans to be. You know what I'm saying? More time. I don't know. But
And,
moving right along. I had 3 jobs. Got my third job. Got my third job. I don't know. I had a short show. Top of dome. Definitely have another question. I remember. Mm. Oh shit! I'm about to get anything y'all want to talk about. Any topics before I close this shit out? Though.
Oh, y'all still listen to the radio?
Yeah, so like in the mornings.
Oh,
Sometimes.
nah, that's good. All right, the other morning I was riding in my Uber to work and shit because my car fucked up, so I got Uber to work and shit. So on the radio, right, this dude is 22 years old, and he's saying he's about to have to drop out of college because he don't have enough money to fund himself. Now his father, he called his father, he asked his father for some bread. His father sent him over 10,000. He asked his mom for some money. His mom said she didn't have none. So he called his father back and he asked for some more money. And his father was like, nah, your mom supposed to been putting $500 up every month since you've been alive. He's been sending her $1,500 every month since he's been alive for child support. And the plan was
Mm.
for her to keep $500 up every month to save towards his college fund. Now, $1,500, that's a lot of money to send for child support. Trust me, I know. I pay child support. I know how much that shit costs.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel the mother is wrong? Or do y'all
Yeah.
feel that the father need to kick out some more bread?
No, I
No,
feel the
I feel
mother
like
wrong.
the mother wrong as
The
fuck.
mother wrong. The mother wrong.
She wrong.
For sure.
Like, see, that's
Yeah, if anything, that nigga's gonna make it to college.
that's what I be talking about. But
Nah,
either
look.
way, look,
Better
even
yet,
if he
on the
didn't go
show,
to
right?
college, he could have still used that money to like get a car or like any fucking thing, start a
Set him up
business.
for
Like it don't
success.
matter if he went to
Hmm.
college or not.
Oh, now
Hmm.
look, what makes
Shit.
it even worse, right? The mother, right? The mother called up to the radio because she heard her son's voice on the joint.
Oh
Crazy,
shit.
right? Right?
Wow.
So her explanation was that the money went to the bills at the house. She ended up having other kids with another guy who wasn't as financially stable as the first guy. So she was using the money he was sending to help take care of all her other kids
She
while
wrong.
paying the bills.
That's
She
She
wrong.
wrong
wrong.
as
She
She
shit.
shouldn't have did
wrong.
that.
She
She
wrong
wrong.
That's
as
wrong as
shit.
She
fuck.
wrong. She wrong.
This
Mhm.
my thing.
Yeah.
My if well,
Worse, low
I
key.
only have one child, but if I had other kids, like it's not my other baby daddy's
Mm-mm.
responsibility to take care of all of my other kids.
No, it's not.
If he's
No,
sending
I ain't
money
gonna
for
say that.
his
I ain't gonna
one,
say that.
I gotta be grateful off of that.
I don't expect him to take care of all the kids. If he do, that's a bonus. But I feel like if the other father's not around, that's when I have to handle business when my big girl draws on.
On your own. As a
On my
damn
own.
mother.
Cause,
As a,
cause I had the kids. It's just so happened that them other fathers isn't as involved. So the consequence to that is having to
Mm.
handle business. But I definitely think she wrong. If he sent her 1,500, you had an extra 1,000 left, even with putting the 500 to the side. And even if you used it, you had time. The motherfucker put that 500 back that you used in that moment. I definitely feel like she was
That's a
wrong for that
fact.
shit.
no, but this was the catch, though. You see, this was so much of the catch. The lady never worked. She lived her whole life off of this dude's child support the
Why?
whole time.
Hold on. How
She
the fuck
wild.
so
No, she wild. She
yeah,
wild for that
she's
shit.
wild as shit off of
She
that.
wild for that
She's
shit.
Yep.
super wild.
No,
Cause how do you
she
even
wild.
I don't know how many other kids she had, but how the fuck you survive off of
Fifteen
no.
hundred
I mean,
month.
No.
no, I mean, I guess the dude she had the other babies with, I guess he made money. He just didn't make the type of money the other guy was making.
But like, why would you even think that was going to even work
But it was
long
working.
term?
It was obviously working.
But you know what?
It worked
What you
for
mean?
her, but
That
it worked
worked.
for her. But
You know what
now
though?
it doesn't benefit the child.
Did the father like
It doesn't benefit
did
the
the
child, but it was working.
was
No,
dead?
Say
it,
what
Cause
it
that?
was
like I would
working, but it wasn't benefiting the child.
Agreed.
Say that again.
I
Or
was
somebody.
saying it worked, but it didn't benefit the child. Like she did ass wrong for that shit. She was living comfortable off that child support when she should have been definitely working with multiple
she
kids.
would
Like,
should have took her ass to work.
yeah, that's unacceptable.
Now she was
That
living good, from what they
I
were saying.
see. But
From
Oh
what
now
the
no,
she
I
people were
caught
was
up in
saying.
the,
oh
now she
wow. Like
caught up.
I'm like what?
Now you caught up. You caught up in that shit. Cause now you
Nah,
found
she not.
out.
She feel as
Oh
if she not wrong.
god.
She feels as if she not wrong. She was so mad that he called the show. She was going on him on the
But she
radio.
caught up because now I'm resenting you for spending my motherfucking college funds, cutie.
Mm.
You wild as
Uh,
shit.
Now she went on him because
Oh no, she
You
went
need
on
to
him.
go on your ass. Like, what are you talking
Right.
about?
What?
She went
I'm
on that
sorry,
guy.
but that's like a case where I would have had to go into my mother because, bitch, what? And as in she need to take accountability for what she did
Yeah,
wrong.
she wrong for that shit.
Yeah.
Sis, you would have had to take some financial aid out in the name. Because why is you playing? That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm-mm-mm.
I got one
Lord.
more
I
question.
cannot. Like, that's super wild.
And it's
But
crazy because my
that
last
happened more
question
than you fucking
also
think.
comes from Puff. That's why I need a Puff on the show for this last question. All right. I heard
Oh,
something
what is
on
it?
Instagram. So I want to know if y'all
Insta-
agree on this. My man Puff said something to the fact of like, niggas throw a relationship away after men because men, because
Wait, I didn't hear it. Repeat it one more
Wait,
time.
what, Jason? What?
women,
I mean, FYI.
women faster than men because they are not as invested in the relationship as men. A man has spent all this money with on you. He done dedicated all his time to you. He done took you all these days, trips, all these things, right? That he done put into you. So he may go through some more bullshit than like he'd be willing to go through with more bullshit than women do because he's more invested in a relationship.
He feel like okay, so he feel like women give up on relationships faster because he feel like men are more invested financially. Is
Take it away,
basically
bro.
No,
My
that's a
last
fact.
last topic of the night. Take it away.
That's a fact. Oh, you say you want me to take it away?
Yes,
Is
it's the
that
last
what the
question of the
Oh,
night,
question
I
man.
know.
was?
Look, all right. So look, yeah. That's typically the question. So in other words, he's saying that men are more invested into relationships, and
Financially.
the reason I feel that men are more invested into relationships because we spending our money on the female, but vice versa because you have some females who be spending money on men, and those are the females that be really clingy and all that because they are financially invested into the relationship. So that's basically what the question is. Do you feel that people that are more financially invested in a relationship stick around longer than others?
no, because I feel like you can have a woman that's
Hell no.
emotionally invested and don't want the relationship to end, and he might be helping her financially. You got women that's emotionally invested in their relationships, where they willing to stick it out because they love the person.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but I feel like your emotions, you'll leave somebody quicker from emotions more than financial. Just like with a, like for instance, if you own a business, right? Because all the
Mm-hmm.
relationship is a business in the first place anyway. So if you own a business and
Mm-hmm.
you invested hundreds of $1,000s into your business, you're not gonna be as willing to up and leave this business because you invested so much money into it.
But
Now,
money ain't
say for
always the
instance,
most important thing in a relationship. If you could be investing money in a relationship but still being an asshole, still doing little dumbass shit, like the money don't even really
I ain't
fucking
even
matter.
finished that.
If
The
I'm
relationship is a
investing
business.
money in you, but you make me feel like
Shit.
shit, I'm out. Like
I
I
mean,
don't
but
give a fuck. It's just
I
take that
literally
L.
just
It
had
is
this
what it is.
conversation with my grandma. I told my grandma earlier, I said, men think all, once they become providers, they think that's all that matters. But that's not the fucking case. That's not all that contributes to a relationship.
At all.
I mean, but
So
the two bases of a man is to protect and provide. So basically,
I do
that
agree.
is the
But that's
basis.
not all the
That is the
elements to
basis.
a relationship that will make me stay. Because the same way I can treat you, you can treat me. But if I'm not being fulfilled emotionally, then we're not going to go too far anyway.
I mean, I understand, but that's your
I
opinion.
don't I
But
don't
because I mean,
understand how
the definition of a man is an adult male who provides and protects for the people he loves.
I agree. I agree. But what I'm telling
so,
you is
so,
most women who have men that provide is also looking for emotional security. So if you're not able to also provide
I,
that, then the money can mean nothing
But
because I can go get me another nigga with money. That
but
ain't
I mean,
I think
but how many
uh
niggas out here have
people,
emotional security? That's I mean, if that's the case,
it's
then
not
most
many,
people.
They
but it
out
is
here.
men out here. I'm about to say
They
it's
out
not many,
here.
but you have men that is
so
emotionally secure and
So what you
intelligent.
say?
They
So
are
what you
out
saying is
here.
only four. So what you saying is only 4% of the female population is allowed to have relationships because that's the amount of men who out
You
here.
selling the men short because there's
No,
more
I'm
than
not.
4% of
No,
men
I'm not.
that might be emotionally
Excuse
secure
me.
and
I'm a
emotionally
man. I'm a
intelligent.
man. I'm
I get
literally
you, but
telling you, being
you're one type of
emotional.
man. You
Excuse
can't
me.
speak on
Emotion.
all men.
I'm trying to tell you, emotional status is not typically taught to a man. That is not
I
something that's
feel you.
So my percentage is correct. If you're going by you're going with someone that you found out a 1 in a million person. You're not going with the average man. You keep talking about no, it's some people. Yes, some is a very limited amount. We're going
But
with the
4% is
majority.
very
So
small.
what I'm telling you is, so you telling me the majority of women should not have a significant other because you just said that women aren't dealing with guys that aren't emotionally invested. Now I'm
No,
looking at a guy that I know on the phone that I know isn't really all the way emotionally together, and he always has a girlfriend. I don't really know my guy right here that often, but I'm willing to bet you that he doesn't have his emotions all the way together because he's
I'm
a man,
dead.
and I'm a man too, and I'm guaranteeing you that I don't have my emotions all the way together because if somebody treats me the
I'm gonna
wrong way
say
or I
this.
feel fucked up or mistreated, I feel like they need to die, and that's not the correct way to think, but that's how I think. So
I'm gonna say this as a woman who will spoil a nigga. If you and I'm not even just talking about financially, just in other ways. If you can't reciprocate what the fuck I'm giving out, that's a problem for me. So I'm
oh,
out.
y'all got the drinks, mom?
That
Like
nigga.
I'm out. I don't give a fuck. It
How
don't even have
y'all
to be
doing?
financially. It could be just like, oh, I did this nice gesture for
I'm
you
new
because
to the
I never
neighborhood.
see the
Y'all can
shit
come talk
that
to
you
me. I
like,
don't know
or
nobody.
like
Oh no.
no, my niggas can cry
I just
around
booked
me.
2
So
bitches
if you
right. Yeah, I just booked 2 bitches on my
that
mother.
shit
I
don't
got two
I'm,
bother
of
me
them.
though.
It's a white
Hey.
girl. It's a white girl and a black girl.
I'm dead, Mo.
Nah,
That's funny.
I think it's
I don't
unrealistic. Man, we
come
can't
here. I'm
treat y'all the
friendly. I
same,
ain't.
bro.
All right,
We
come on.
can't.
I'm on my
Men and
talk
women
show right
can't
now.
be the
That's why I ain't really
same.
trying to go too far.
Y'all,
I
you
I,
can
didn't
go.
say I
I,
didn't say the same though, but I never said the same. But what I'm saying is his statement was men are like staying in relationships longer because they are more invested financially, which that might
what
not
y'all
be the
sipping on?
case.
think.
That
I
might
think
not
when
be
you
My name's
talk
Cheryl.
to your
Nice to meet y'all.
homegirl, right?
Hey,
You
it's
talk to
huh?
your
I'm
homegirl.
from Maryland. I just moved around here like 3 weeks ago. I do like a little podcast with my friends or whatever. That's all
Oh,
it is.
I'm dead. Oh,
Oh my
hi.
god.
It's like it's
Okay,
one of
for
the
the
slim cuts
promo.
that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it got goddamn video, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this shit be funny. Nigga gotta
I'm
watch
like
this
that.
shit.
I'm like that.
Nigga out here, nigga out
Nah,
here really
I ain't.
really
You
showing you
said
how
what
to do
happened?
something. To show you. I'm gonna close out. We got us.
We broke
Oh,
as a bitch, and ain't got no grind. We broke as a bitch, and ain't got no grind. Niggas ain't no shit. When I run into my op, I'ma use my fist. Yeah, I know how I fight, but I ain't using no fist. Finna block my feet, whip coke with my wrist. Goddamn, my bitch bad as shit. I was just down bad. Now